Okay, now welcome to chapter number 2 of organization development. Today we're going to start chapter number 2. The chapter number 2 is based on unique change strategy. Unique change strategy, as we discussed in our first lecture about organization development, that is why organization development is required. As we said, that organization development we need for the sake of to bring improvement in an organization. But bringing improvement cannot be occurred bringing improvement cannot be offered without any assessment of any expert, any consultant.
Hello, sir. Excuse me, sir. If you don't mind, please a little aloud.
Okay, fine. Now it's fine.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you.
at the beginning, this week when at the beginning we start on the very slow, then we come to our rhythm. Don't worry. Okay, now our second chapter is based on unique change strategy. Unique change strategy. As we discussed in chapter number 1, in chapter number 1 we have discussed regarding that the issues, then why we need organization development. We have discussed that we need organization development for the sake of improvement to bring betterment. Now, in here, in chapter number 2, unique change strategy. As I said it, that without any assistant, without any consultant, without any expert, you cannot bring any changes inside your organization. Definitely, it needs a strategy. Whenever you are bringing any changes inside the organization, without a strategy, you cannot bring any changes. You cannot incorporate any changes within your organization. You must have a strategy. Now, in this chapter number two, we will be going to study about three strategies. We are the OD expert, OD consultant they are using. Now, you will hear this name again and again. Now, make sure that OD consultant, one OD expert, OD practitioner, these all are one. OD consultant, OD expert, OD practitioner. These three names are one name used for an expert person who is having experience, practical experience on bringing changes to the organization. Now, see, about that, consultant, consultant organization can take many forms. For example, as the eager change describes three consultant models. Any practitioner, any expert, he or she will utilize these three models. Whether he will use purchase of expertise model, whether he will use the doctor-patient model, whether he will use the process consultation model. But any
Hello, sir. We couldn't hear you.
Jak dajka ban کنیم باید وصل کنیم که صدا را بشنویم.
نفهمیم چیه؟
گفتم یک دایکه بند کنیم مجبور که صدا بشنویم. صدای صوت بسیار پخته.
Sir, we couldn't hear you. Your voice is very low.
okay,
Your
now you
voice
can hear
is
me.
very low.
Now you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Is it
Yes,
possible?
we can hear you, but it become kosa jangi.
Now it's audible or not?
Yes, it's available.
Okay, now, fine. OD consultant. You know, the consultation model, we have three types of consultation model, which any OD practitioner, any OD expert, any OD consultant who use these three models can change any sort of organization, whether that is a product organization or whether that is service organization. But by using these three models, he or she can incorporate any change. Now, the first model, that is purchase of expertise, expert model. And the second model, doctor patient model. And the third, that is the process consultant model. As we see that, look, purchase of expertise model we have. Look, in purchase of expertise model, a leader or group identifies a need for information or experts that organization cannot supply. The leader hires consultant to obtain information and make a report, often include a recommendation for action. Now, for example, number one, I'll explain it again. Now let's just listen. Example would be surveying consumer or employees about some matter, finding out how best organization the company after a merger, developing marketing strategy for a new product. These are the issues we have that. But what happened that in purchase of expertise model, the leader or group identifies the information. Whatever the problem is, first, the leader of organization will identify the problem, that this is the problem occur. Let's suppose what sort of problem? Your employee turnover is high, productivity is not good.
استادی چپتر چند از ببخشی
Chapter number 2.
چپتر نمبر 2 تشکر
Okay, fine. Okay. In purchase of expertise model, in here, the leader of organization, he or she identifies the problem at the first stage. In this model, first the leader will identify the overall problem, whatever the problem faces by the organization. Later on, he or she will call a OD consultant, OD expert, a person who has knowledge in bringing changes. He will call, then he will negotiate with all the problems with the OD consultant for the sake of bringing a proper solution for the problem. What will be the problem? The problem might be, for example, survey consumer or employees about some matter. That might be finding out how best to organize the company after merger. Number 3, developing marketing strategy for a new product. For example, these three problems may be faced. A part of these three may be many other problems that you have faced inside the organization. As I stated that employee turnover is increased, employee having no commitment, no involvement, performance decrease, productivity is not desirable. Now, maybe these problems are there. Now, before calling any consultant, first leader make sure all these problems. He will identify the problem, then he will call the consultant that, okay, come how to solve, how to resolve this problem. Look in here, an expert person, he or she will sit with a leader of organization and discussing the problem and bringing solution for the problem. That is number 1, purchase of expert model, where first a leader can identify the problem, later on he will call the expert person to come and negotiate the problem and bring a solution for that. That is number 1. Got it?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay, number 2. Okay,
yes,
before starting number 2, I'm asking you a question that whenever you face a problem, for example, your health problem, whenever you face your health problem, definitely you go to your doctor, yeah? Okay, now how a doctor can understand that what sort of problem you have? Definitely you will tell the symptoms, you will tell the indications that what sort of what's the problem you have. Maybe you have a cough, you're just telling to the doctor the symptoms. Now from here, when the doctor listen your symptoms, what you are saying to the doctor, after understanding the symptoms, then he will give a prescription to you. Is it somehow like this or not?
yes,
Yeah. Doctor he will listen your all the all your symptoms, then the later on he will give you prescriptions. Definitely. Now in here, doctor patient model. What sort of patient model? Now look, OD consultant, the leader will call on OD consultant. Now when he called the OD consultant, now in here the leader don't know what is the problem, what is actual problem is. As we discussed in the model number 1, where leader is already aware, but he don't know the solution for that. He already aware about the problem, but he doesn't know the solution for that. Now in second doctor patient model, the leader, now in here the leader completely not aware of the what problem is, but he know only the symptoms. Only the symptoms. Like what are the symptoms? Employees are coming late. They are not giving their 100% best. Always, when the leader comparing that the goal assessment, we will analyze that there is some weak things are coming in here. Employees are not coming with a full of enthusiastic. Somehow their behavior is not good with the other co-workers, with the coordinator, with subordinates. Now these symptoms, when you are negotiating these symptoms with the OD practitioner, now OD practitioner directly getting the point. Okay, this is the symptoms. These are symptoms. Maybe this is the reasons from these symptoms generate from these reasons. Now we will go toward overall and generating the main concern from where this problem is generated. Only when you explain the symptoms, then he will get all the main theme of your problem from where it's generated. Now what happened in here? You just articulate the symptoms. You just explain the symptoms. From the symptoms, you understand all the problems from where it's generated. Now, as the doctor did, how the doctor did, he prescribed the medicine to you just by listing your symptoms of your illness. Now, see, for example, low morale at particular plant. Employee morale is low. Now, look, this is only a symptom. Morale is very low. Next, being over budget, behind the schedule and major projects. High performing managers who suddenly become low performers. At one day, all these managers were high performer, but suddenly no one knows. Automatically, the performance comes down and decrease, and people become shocked. The leader becomes shocked that what happened. Now see, this too is well known. Traditional approaches to consultations. Now we have this product, this doctor patient model is a well-known of traditional approach of consultation, where a consultant come and listen to the leader, the symptoms, and he will give the prescription for that. Now, doctor patient model is a model where a leader explain the symptoms regarding its organization to the expert. Now, expert will listen to all the symptoms. After that, he will come up with the solution for that. Now that is the second model where OD practitioner, OD consultant, or we can call OD expert, they come up with the solution.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. One of our classmates saying that please slow down. You're going very fast, mashallah. Please, if it's possible, a little bit slow down.
Okay, fine.
استاد بیخی حساب نیافتم مایس اینترنتم ضعیف است تون میکنه ایس خودت نام خدا سرعت بن سوارز حساب نیافتم.
Okay, fine. Okay, listen once again. Listen to me. As we discussed about OD consultant, OD practitioner, OD expert, these three are called only one name. Only one person. That is a person who is having a practical knowledge and implementing of any strategy for the sake of to bring a solution. Now, as we discussed, that unique change strategy, a strategy where the OD consultant used to incorporate new changes within organization. Now, without any Without any moral, no OD practitioner cannot bring any changes within an organization. He will come up with a strategy, and that strategy will help him out to implement any sort of changes. As we discussed in the first, purchase of expertise model. Purchase of expertise model where a leader and a group of members, they already aware about the problem, but they don't know about the solution. For bringing solution, they call OD expert and negotiating about the problem, where an OD expert come up with a solution for all those problems where leaders are explained. In a second, doctor-patient model, as we discussed, if you are having any health problem, so definitely you are consulting to your doctor. But how the doctor will know about your illness, and what is actually your illness is, so that he or she prescribe you some medicine on the basis of the symptoms. First, you will tell all the symptoms to the doctor. Then later on, the doctor will prescribe you. Similarly, do not write anything on a screen. Okay, anyhow. Now, as I discussed about doctor-patient model, similarly inside the organization, whenever you want to bring any changes inside the organization, but you don't know the actual problem, but only you know the symptoms of it. Now, in here, you're calling the OD practitioner and sitting with him in your office and telling him about the symptoms inside your organization. That these are the symptoms, that I don't know what will be the solution, and I don't know what the actual problem is. You don't know, being a leader, you don't know the problem and you don't know about the solution. You only know the symptoms for it. Now, on the basis of the symptoms, the OD practitioner will suggest you a solution or recommend you solutions. For example, the problem might be low morale of your employees. It might be high absenteeism. It might be bad behavior. It might be bad communication within your coworkers. It might be not performing well. You're not performing up to the time. So these are which shows a huge problem from where the organization, the OD practitioner, on the basis of these symptoms, he or she will analyze and bring the solution for your reputed organization. Now, as we discussed, now the third one we have process consultation model. Process consultation model. In process consultation model, the consultant works with the leader and a group of diagnose, strengths, weakness, identify the problem and opportunities, and develop action plan and a method for reaching desired goals. Now, in the third model, how this model is different from above two models. In the first model, as we discussed, purchase expertise model, there is only two persons, OD practitioner and client. Who is the client? Client is a leader of organization, is a client of OD practitioner because he having a problem. That's why for that person, for OD practitioner, he's a client. Similarly, you're a patient and a doctor. Now, because you have a problem, that's why you're looking for to see a doctor. Now, similarly, in first model, only two persons were available. In second model, only two persons. In third model, group of the people. It means that OD consultant is negotiating not only with the leader, he also negotiates with the other members of organization. Now in here, in the process consultation model, jointly identifying the problem. Jointly identifying problem means the member of organization, they're all so involved in bringing suggestions or solutions for any problem. Now in here, as I said that in process consultation model, the consultant works with the leader and the group to diagnose. Now leader and group, the members of, now diagnose means to identify the strength and the weakness. What are the strengths of organization? What are the weaknesses of organization? And furthermore, identifying problems. Identifying problems and opportunities. Now in here, they all together, OD consultant, leader and group, they jointly diagnose the strength and the weakness. And plus, they also identify the opportunities. And they jointly developing an action plan. Because when they get together, sit together, and jointly come on the plan, come on only on one solution, and then for that one solution they are making a plan. For what? For a desired goal of organization. Actually, the aim is to resolve the conflict. The aim is to resolve the solution, resolve the problem. But in here, all the members are involved. All the members, the leader or the rest of the members, all are involved for bringing solution for a particular problem. Now in this model, consultant assists the client organization to become more effective in examining and improving its own process of problem solving decision making. Now as we have discussed, OD practitioner, he will not completely bring a solution by himself. He or she will only assist a client. He just assists the rest bringing solution for a problem. He only assists. The rest of the members will bring the solution. The rest of the group, by their participation, the problem will be solved. Why? Because the members are too much involved, they are much aware of the problem, and they can much aware to bring solution for any problem. Now, in here, OD practitioner only assists a client to bring a solution. Now, in third model, typically, encourages a greater collaboration between clients and consultant, engages the resources and talents of client, strengths client abilities to improve their work process. In short, where OD practitioner involve all the members of organization to utilize their mental ability, to utilize their mental strength for bringing solution for a problem. Because as I say that a client cannot bring complete solution. Why? Because OD practitioners cannot bring complete solution. He just assess. Reason. Because if OD practitioner incorporate or brings complete solution for a company, so what if tomorrow the company face the same problem again, so they will call again the OD practitioner to come and resolve the solution? So no, definitely no. First they will take initiative by their own self. When they're unable, then they will call to the OD practitioner. Now the OD practitioner, the main aim is that every one of organization members should try by themselves to bring a solution. So they will not bring a solution unless and until they involve themselves to bring solution for that, for any problem. So that's why OD practitioner assist to all members, and he involved the rest of the members, so that if tomorrow the problem arise, so they themselves should take an initiative and bring a solution for any problem. The main thing is that OD practitioner not only bringing solution for a problem, he also work on employees to improve their decision making. Now see, using collaborative, participative, you can figure out the right answer yourself approach. Now in here, what he trying to do, what the OD practitioner is trying to do, he's saying that self approach. Problem should be identified by you, not by me. I'm just assistant. I'm just assessing you. I'm just telling you the techniques. Being an OD, being a researcher, I'm just telling you the techniques. But you are involved because you face the problem. By participating of yours, maybe the problem will be solved quickly. And furthermore, it will improve your mental ability or decision-making power. Now, an organization development consultant typically suggests journal process and procedure for addressing a problem issues. The consultant helps the client generate valid data and learn from the data. Being a researcher, similarly, look, being a researcher of OD practitioner, he just assists, telling the process, telling the procedure. So what is the problem? And telling them how to bring a solution for that. Now, as I say that OD consultant only assessing, rather than bringing the genuine solution. The genuine solution will bring by the participant by themselves. What the consultant helps? The consultant helps to how to generate the actual data. Muhammad Mansoor. Mansoor, do you have any question? Mansoor, do you have any question?
Vamos قدام بس مو معي.
Muhammad Mustafa.
Dale.
You have any question?
استاد سلام اومد خیر ببینی
Sorry.
مادر
دیگه نمیفهم که چی میگی مقصد نام ما که گفتی فهمیدم
Vou falar, mas e vou falar que você onde mora?
ای اشتکام از دیسن
Eu gay.
Okay, listen to me, all of you.
Aslında البته داشت شنیدم گوشت کام از دیسم
حال تو خنده داری گریه نکو گریه سمستر آخر از خلاص میشه
Okay, now, Mustafa, keep silent. Now, organization development, as I stated that OD consultant, OD expert, only assessing the client for bringing solution. The rest will do by yourself, the members of organization. Now see, OD consultant is an expert on process how to go about effective problem solving and decision making. Less than 1 minute is remaining. So after completing this meeting or this class, I'll again join again with the same ID. Now see,
Okay.